Cutting unnecessary people out of your life is a necessary part in this growth process. It's only right that you surround yourself with people who make you feel good, will support you, cheer you on, and just be there for you during your transition. You're still the same person they knew. You're just improving your mindset, making more conscious decisions, just leveling up in the best way that you strive to be. And when I mean that you're still the same person, I mean it in a way of like your characteristics, like basically what it is that makes you you. Like, say for example, a 50-year-old, they still have that silly 10-year-old in them. Like, they haven't changed. They changed as a person and they evolved because they're an adult now, but they still have that inner silly kid in them that makes them unique and special. Just the best part of you, no matter how old you get, is basically what I'm trying to get at. But it's also important to make sacrifices for your happiness, whether it's your environment or the people around you. You have the ones that are low-key jealous. You catch them throwing low shade. They're not happy for your wins. They will not give you a compliment. You could be looking really good. They won't give you a compliment for the life of them. Always trying to be in your business. They want to know when things are going bad in your relationship, when things are going bad at your job. Just say if life is just lifing and all bad things are happening. They want to know those type of moments and be all up in your business. But then say when things are going good, they want to just want to be competing, have input on what you could be doing better. Say if you got like a nice couch, oh, I would have got this one, or just trying to always have one up on you. And those really aren't your friends, and they need to go. Then I also have friends who aren't spiritually aware and don't plan on being that anytime soon. They're always talking down on themselves. They don't have any motivation. The only motivation that they may have is if they're trying to get their ex back, but they don't have any motivation for themselves, or they cause like unnecessary drama, but then turn around and always say, oh, why me? Or of course this is me, or just my luck. Just always talking down on themselves. But on the other hand, they are beyond supportive. They would kill, rob, steal for you. They support you. They're not just yes men. They're telling you things that you need to know so that you're able to grow. So they have like their purposes that serve you, of keeping them in your life. Then I only have one friend who doesn't even live in the same state as me. I can confide in her, ups and downs. She knows me in and out. She has her head on straight. She's going through her own growth path, even though it's not the same as mine, but she just understands me. She pushes me and strives for me to do better. Like, she actually wants me to do good. Like, there's no type of any ill intentions, feelings, or anything. And I really admire her. I need her feedback, and just everything about her is just a whole vibe. And I only have her when it comes to understanding, or to just to describe the level of what I'm going through right now. Even though she's not really there with me on the actual journey, she still understands me. She doesn't judge me, versus the other friends who couldn't even fathom what I'm going through right now, because they just wouldn't understand. And also sometimes it's kind of hard to explain, but it's okay to just have one friend that you're able to confide in completely. And not everybody needs to know every little detail about you, but it is helpful to have that one individual, even if it's just one person who you can confide in that way. And also with my other friends, just because they may not understand fully what's going on, doesn't necessarily mean that they need to be cut off and out of my life completely. It just means we can have surface level conversations. Say if I just need a break from just trying to always constantly work on myself and just be positive and just thinking about everything going on in my personal life, just even if they're able to just bring some type of comfort or just fun in my life, like, that's what they're there for, and that's what I need them there for. Just to enjoy the simplicity of just being and being in that space, and that's okay as well. When knowing which friends to keep and which ones to go, I think it's all about a feeling behind it. Like the first group of friends that I described, it's one of those, I'm not crazy. I know what I'm peeping. I know what I'm feeling. I know when energy's off. I know when someone is just doing like, just throwing little small daggers to get at me, or feeling some type of way and ain't really happy for me. But you keep them around for whatever reasons and remain fake acquaintances with them. It could be, they could be your only friend. And you're like, if I cut them off, who am I gonna hang out with? Who am I gonna go out with? Who am I gonna do everything with, because this is the only person? Or say if it's someone who's in your group of friends and you guys, you have to be around that person all the time because y'all all hang together as a group. This also goes for relationships. If you're dating your man or your partner, period, no matter what. If you're dating your partner and they're constantly projecting their insecurities on you, they're not supporting you, you can't be yourself around them, they're putting you down, they refuse to grow, they're just trying to compete with you, like this isn't healthy at all. And it's up to you to decide whether you keep them around or if you have to cut them off and let them go. But once you start working on yourself and know your worth, sometimes it's not easy, but sometimes the process isn't so drawn out because you know your worth and you know when something isn't right, and when you just understand that there's no need to no longer hold on to that situation anymore. Also, something that I noticed when watching spiritual videos, some depending on who the creator of the video is, or sometimes they can be doing like a reading or something, and they're telling you how good you're doing, like just the progress that they've been seeing in you. But then they'll talk about your enemy, what they're doing, how they were telling lies, or just all this negativity around these people who no longer are your friends. And I think they shine so much light on those individuals, and it's just too much energy being put into those individuals when that's none of your business, when all you need to be doing is focusing on you and the progress that you've accomplished this far. And yes, we're gonna have people who hate on us and ain't gonna be happy seeing us do good. That's why it's up to us whether we choose and make the decision whether they stay or go. And if you choose to let them go, do just that. They no longer have access to you. So how are you supposed to know what they're doing, what they're thinking about you when they're not around? There's literally no way of knowing that. The people who had to go are gone. And at this point, I've removed everybody who doesn't need to be in my life. They're gone. So if I have enemies, I don't know them. And if they fighting with their damn self. So that's a them problem, period. With the T at the end. I'm a hyper every time. That's my motherfucking friend. I know that's not even the way that it goes or has anything to do with what I said, but this is just what I do. So, moral of the story. Just because your friends may not be on your path and may not fully serve you doesn't mean that they gotta go. Especially if there's good things that you can take away from y'all time together. Even if it is just fun and good energy that you get from it. There's levels to who should remain in your life and who you should cut off. It's not just black and white when it comes to this topic. It's important to not lose good people just because they ain't the same phase as you. So it's something that you definitely need to take into consideration versus it just being, oh, this is what it is, they gotta go because they ain't doing this or doing that, when it's a whole spectrum of decisions that need to be made within this topic. I notice you have to be good with you. You have to stay firm to your goals and not allow yourself to get off track and revert to your old ways of comfortability if you choose to be around, if you still choose to keep friends around who aren't on the same journey as you. I wanna leave you with this. Don't change the great part of you. Just change the people who get to see that part, because it's not for everyone to experience. Protect your energy and your space. It'll be their loss for not getting to see the greatness that they've already seen in you. But they made the choice. You just removed yourself from the equation. That's it, and that's all. See you next video.